G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Enshrouded. Hope you guys are doing well. Goodness me, it's been many days since I haven't played Enshrouded, and here we are back again, episode, I think this is like, what, 52 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel like I owe a lot of people a apology about this series because I was away for a while, which was planned. You know, I did actually take a bit of a holiday, went over to Great Britain, Scotland, and came back. I did, however, contract COVID after my big trip, and that put me out for another week or so before I started, you know, doing more videos and actually uploading to YouTube. However, I didn't really do too much. Well, not too much. I didn't do anything at all with Enshrouded. And that is because I guess maybe towards the end of the previous episode, I got a little bit jaded about the farming and how we were sort of fumbling along with the farming. And yeah, it took me a while to sort of get out of that slump, if you will, and decide, yep, let's try it again. So yeah, I'm back, and I have been doing a bit of research on how to try and, you know, make this farm the way I want it to look. Initially, we were going to use those planters that were already set up here and just, you know, place some farming soil in it, but that wasn't really a possibility. We discovered that only after we had built quite a bit here, and to be honest, I should have probably tested things before, you know, settling this spot. But that's okay. We'll make the most out of a bad situation. So the next thing we tried to do was to try and, you know, make these little sort of farming plots. And that was a very difficult process. And that was mainly because I didn't really know, you know, what the best way to achieve these sorts of things was, and I think I have a solution now, so hopefully things go a little bit better. As usual, I might speed up some of the footage that you see here, guys, but the idea is we're going to obviously still make some farm plots, and I'm going to start off making some farm plots around this side, and on this side I think we'll do sort of smaller strips of farm plots, and then on this side we'll do like a bigger sort of farm plot for, I don't know, something that requires more space, maybe even more wheat and stuff like that. So let's get to it. Oh, obviously there's also, you know, more building and stuff like, you know, the space that we need for some of the guys that are still in the old base hanging out. So I do need to work on that, but I think there's still some materials and stuff that I need to gather for that, and that's something that I haven't really done just yet. We'll come back to that. So, first things first is I do want to place these dirt road blocks, and the reason for that is because one of the difficulties that I'm having is being able to spread dirt that doesn't have grass growing on it. And for the longest time, I've been trying to figure out how to do that, and I think the best way to do it is actually to just substitute the dirt with dirt road blocks, because it looks almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same. And yeah, if we do that, that's what you get. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more, maybe that much more, and yeah, this will be like a long sort of strip, if you will. So let's do that. Okay, good. That's a brilliant start. And then now we want to sort of dig in the middle, and to do that and make sure that we're, you know, doing it neatly, I'm gonna use these blocks to do the digging. I just want to make sure that we're digging deep enough though. So I sort of want to go 1, 2. I think that's what we want. Yeah, okay, so that's not exactly in the right spot. So let's just make sure that we're doing it correctly. Is that correct? Let's just have a look. Yep, that looks good to me, although maybe it's not deep enough, so let me just replace that and we'll do it again. So, oops. Oh no, okay, I need to replace that again. Give me a sec. And yeah, I've somehow managed to toggle on the snapping there, which I don't want. So yeah, almost. I just need a little bit more on this side. Okay, let's double check that this is actually the depth that we want it in. So yep, it is, but I have sort of removed a bit of that soil that we've tried to make on the sides there, so we just want to be very careful about how we do this. Okay, yeah, no. Somehow the soil keeps removing on its own for whatever reason, but I'm wondering if perhaps maybe I can just get rid of it this way. Yeah, okay, that looks decent. And I think it's deep enough. But if it's not deep enough, then we can always, you know, dig a little bit more. But that's sort of where we want things. I might want to, at this point, just test out that we can place down the soil the way we want to as well. Yeah, so the idea is we then want to place the farm soil in, like so. And I think that is exactly what we want. So let's undo that for a second though, and we'll place the farm soil a little bit later, once we've got everything sort of digged out. So again, perhaps maybe there are better ways of doing this. If anyone knows, feel free to enlighten me as usual. Yeah, good. Yeah, getting things really tidy is quite difficult, I find, but I think we're getting there. So yeah, we just need to carve things out further. Brilliant. Alright. Now, if you're wondering why we can see some farm soil down here, it's because, well, I've spent ages and ages before this episode, just testing away and making sure that I can actually achieve what I'm trying to set out to do. And that's why you see some farm soil there. I've sort of fixed everything up because technically I do want you guys to sort of see the entire process. But, you know, sometimes you just sort of have to do stuff and undo stuff, but sometimes you can't completely undo things. And I sort of tried to fix stuff and, you know, return things back to the original condition, so to speak. But yeah, that's the idea there, guys. So that's one strip. I don't know if it's a little bit big. Did we go a little bit too excessive? Maybe. Maybe we could reduce the size a little bit. Just having a think here. Possibly that could be a thing that we do. So let me try doing... I think I might have to do one piece of soil at a time here. Okay. Still looks pretty good. So I'm just having a look at how many tiles we've got here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd say 5. That's probably a good amount. The reason for that is because, well, I sort of want to alternate some of the placement of plants, if that makes sense. So have them sort of set up diagonally. I guess I don't really need to do that, but I just wanted to make sure that there's still enough space for maybe a couple of rows of plants, but not, you know, not too much space, because we need, you know, a few rows. I mean, if we weren't really fussed with, like, beauty and stuff, we could technically just, you know, place down a whole bunch of soil here and be done with it. But, no, we're gonna make this place look nice. Right, so, that's one. Let's try for another and see how we go. So, we might speed things up from here. We'll see how we go. Okay guys, things seem to be going pretty well, if you ask me. We've managed to make a couple of plots that look pretty identical. I think they're identical anyway. So they're looking pretty nice. Just needing to sort of fix all of this up here, and I don't think that's going to be too difficult at all. Very nice, and yeah, we'll just cover this with some soil. So let's do that. So if I'm not mistaken, there's also one other type of soil that we haven't seen yet. Possibly something that is yet to be unlocked. But there's like fertilized soil, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Like, do we really need fertilized soil? It's not like I'm really needing to ramp up production. I suppose it's nice being able to maybe grow stuff and not have to sort of wait around for too long to try and, you know, get the things that you want. I wonder if there's a bit of scope here to add more soil, because this one seems to have a little bit more soil. Possibly? Let me just try. Yeah, that looks much better. Right, and I guess we should fix up the first one that we made as well, so let's do that. Yeah, unfortunately, unlike some of the building pieces, working with soil is a little trickier in my opinion, because it's very hard to tell, you know, which block or voxel already has soil in it and which doesn't, just because of the shape of it. But yeah, if we're super careful about working with it, I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, there we go. So looking really nice. The 3 plots that we wanted are in place. I have been working with the rake quite a bit, guys. Just, you know, need to be very, very careful about using the rake though, because you know, especially with the way we've set up the farm like this, where it's all soil, you know, if you use the rake around it, then, you know, you have to be extra careful to make sure that you're not, you know, destroying the stuff that you've already made. Just double checking that these are all sort of the same shape. I think they are. Same spacing and everything. So we've got a little bit of a space here, which, again, this is all unplanned, but perhaps maybe what we could do is we could make something kind of nice here, maybe an actual box sort of planter or something like that, and we could put like flowers or, you know, some other types of plants that's just a little bit more decorative. Alright, so now there's the problem of this side, and as I said, I think I'll make like a much bigger area to actually grow stuff in. So the first thing that we need to do is to try and get rid of this grass, and truth be told, that was actually one of the most difficult things to figure out before actually starting this episode. So sometimes using the rake is enough, and you can sort of get rid of grass, but as you can see, like areas like this, for example, the grass is pretty stubborn and it doesn't really want to do anything. So we're going to have to use the dirt roads for that job. So we'll come back to that in a second. But yeah, for all of this though, it seems like we should be able to just, you know, do something like that. So that looks good enough, and yeah, try and resolve this problem by placing down here. So just a little bit of extra dirt road block like that, and once you've done that, you can essentially drag that over the top of it. Now that it's gone, you can essentially get rid of all of this and flatten it once more, and I believe that should help you get rid of the grass. So yeah, if any of you guys are struggling, like I have been for the longest time, that's how you do it. Right, so we want to do something very similar, obviously, so let's try to get our soil in, I guess, relatively a good spot. So I think that's good. Maybe not, maybe just a little bit more this way. Yeah, okay, that doesn't look too bad. I do want a bit of a pathway in the center so that we can sort of traverse this area without having to, you know, trudge through any of the farm plants that we've got, well, planned to grow in this area. But yeah, this doesn't seem like a bad idea. I probably want to just get it to come over around about the same length as the 3 lines that we've got going on that side, so let's go ahead and do that. All right. I think that went relatively well, guys. So it's looking pretty good now. Again, this could be like another wheat field, or perhaps maybe even other, you know, staples. I don't know if things like rice or anything like that might be introduced at some point into this game, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice if we had, you know, more types of crops and foods to try and, you know, play around with. So since we've already got this going, we might as well start growing some stuff, right? Because this place looks, you know, not as nice right now because there's no plants in it, but once things start growing, I think this will look much better. One thing that I am considering is whether or not we need to make some kind of a pathway in the center here. And I wonder as well if we would like to return some of the grass. But yeah, I just have to be extremely careful about how to achieve that. But anyway, let's maybe start with getting some crops in. I just can't remember if we've kept any of the crops here. I don't think so. We might actually have to go back to our original base, and we'll just take some crops with us to Wistful Fields and then work from there. Actually, inventory space is probably looking pretty horrendous right now, so I do need to sort things out on that front. Got a little bit of wood, which I could probably just stash away. So, some twigs. Yeah, that can go there. Yeah, and all of this dirt, I guess I could get rid of it, but I kind of want to hang on to it a little bit until we're certain that we don't really need it anymore. You know what, maybe that is it for the farm. Technically I do want to fix the original farm plot that we did make, but I'm not entirely sure if we'll do that in this episode because there's already stuff in there. Let's see. So... Oh no, okay, sorry. I'm in the wrong spot. As you can tell, guys, it's been a very long time since I've played Enshrouded. And I thought I had spent enough time looking around and just reviewing what I've done so far. But yes, I forget that the planters are already out here in Wistful Fields. So there we go. This is what we need. Let me just throw stuff in storage here. So yeah, I'm thinking of just like dedicating this storage compartment for the different types of soil and stuff, and maybe even like powders and dusts and bone meals and stuff. Yeah, I'm not the best at organizing stuff, but I'll try and get better at it. Yeah, we've got more wheat producing at the moment. Rubos... Can we do Rubos seedlings? I probably have asked that question before, and there's probably some kind of blocker. Oh no, actually, we can do Rubos seedlings. Let's just pivot to that. We've got a lot of different seedlings and stuff already. The question is, what do we want to grow? What looks nice? I'm sort of thinking maybe we go with some tomatoes and some corn. Not that we need too much of this stuff, but I think it'll help make the place look nice and vibrant. So yes, it's a bit decorative is sort of my thought around this. Until at least whenever we need to, you know, start growing things for real. So let's do that. Maybe that. And yeah, something like that. That seems decent. Need a few more, actually. Let's grab a few more. Surely we have some more. Ooh, no, we don't. Okay. Maybe we could put some bell peppers in there. Why not? Why not? The same color, right? So, different plant, but... Okay. Alright. And let's do corn. Alright, there we go guys. So our farm's looking pretty good. So hopefully these will grow well now that they're in actual farm soil. Around this section, I'm still not entirely sure. Perhaps maybe I could just get some more wheat in. I suppose there's no harm in that. One comment I was about to make was how big the rhubarb bushes are. I wasn't expecting that actually. I was expecting them to be a little bit smaller, but that's fine. And yeah, perhaps maybe the next time we do this, I might get rid of the snapping. It might not look as nice if I didn't snap it, but I mean, it's always nice to just give different methods a try and see what works best. But yeah, I can't seem to snap things exactly the way I want it, so perhaps maybe it's just a matter of getting the spacing right. But yeah, we'll play around with all of that sort of stuff, you know, for the next batch. But yeah, maybe we'll do something like this, so slightly alternating. Oh, I think maybe they're not close enough. It's a little bit difficult to tell whether or not you've done things in a straight line or not. There we go, I think that's better. Okay. Right, so now we just need to wait until all of these mature, and hopefully things will start looking much nicer around these parts. And as I said, the plan is perhaps maybe to build some kind of a planter boxes around this section. I don't know about this area here. Maybe we'll just leave it open, or perhaps maybe we could extend the wall out this way a little bit. But yeah, we'll have a think about that. Next up is going to be building this section out a little bit more, and I think we've already started planning for where the basement is going to be and where we're going to sort of start going down the basement. Yes, I do realize how ambitious my plans are, and we are going to try and build up towards the mountain over there. So we'll see how we go on that front. I'm thinking maybe we might want to do a little bit of an adventure. So since the last time I've played, the game's been updated a few times. There's some new stuff happening in the Revelwood, and I think I got some kind of a quest for it as well. Here, follow the melody. The flame has alerted you to a newly opened path into a desolate part of the Revelwood. Visit the area marked on your map to discover a widely untamed wilderness. Interesting stuff. Now, I did actually accidentally activate that quest while I was doing all of my testing, and there was a thing that the flame essentially, I guess, told us, so I'll just read it out to you guys. So, Flameborn, I can hear an unfamiliar echo reverberate through the Revelwood. Its winding breaches have made way to the light to shine through. A new path has opened, but what lies beyond is obscured by ancient roots and emerald vines. Breach the thicket and light my fire amidst the wilderness. Follow the melody. And there we have it. Right, so we'll definitely check that out. Not immediately though, so if we return back to the map here, we'll sort of look at some of the other question marks that are available to us. There is some stuff over here, and I think this is really where we want to try and head to. I think there's a new biome around this side. Potentially we'll need to upgrade the flame even more. I can't remember if we've got the flame to the maximum level at the moment. We do have 6 out of 7 altars, so we could actually just gather up some stone, make sure that we can, you know, teleport when we need to. We do have the ectoplasm press for the collector out here. I'm not entirely sure if this is another, I can't remember what they're called, like a bolt. Could be. The other thing is, I think since the previous update, or thanks to the previous update, we now can tell whether or not we have visited certain areas already. So for example, here's the Ring of Rot. There's a shrouded root there that I haven't visited, so we should perhaps go there and try and take that out. There's another elixir well here, which we haven't been to, so again, those are some decent goals to try and achieve. So I'm thinking maybe we'll go here first, because it's probably about time that we, you know, check this off the list. So let's head out there and let's do what needs to be done. So let's set that as a waypoint. I'm just looking at all of our stuff here. I'm probably not suited to go out and do a lot of this stuff just yet. I mean, because it also means that I can't exactly loot a lot of stuff. Is that a problem? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, gotta be a little bit careful here. I do see a lot of lava down there, so I want to step into that. There it is. Very obvious. I guess the question is also going to be, you know, like, how do I actually get out of the shrouded area here once I'm done? I guess that's a question for later. Alright, surprisingly very undefended. Hence why I was thinking, yeah, we should have probably sorted this out way long ago. That's okay. Another queen over there, let's just deal with that one. Nice. Okay. Anything else we need to do around here? Probably not. I could actually just teleport straight back and not have to run my way out. And I think that's probably what we should do. So let me go this way, and there are a couple of question marks around that side, which might be worth checking out. Again, not entirely sure if this is related to the Revelwood stuff that we just talked about before. It could be. Yeah, there's a few other things going on. Oh, it's getting dark. It's probably if we, probably better if we just go home and sleep the night away, and then start again once we have a bit of light to work with. So, gonna borrow one of the beds in our lovely little home for the huntress and the farmer. I think one thing that has also been updated is perhaps maybe a bit of a nerf to the amount of area the warmth buff is provided from some of those heat sources. Or perhaps maybe it's just me, but I am seeing here that not the entire home is not covered with the warmth buff, which is a bit of a shame, but that's okay. We can still work with it. We're 53 minutes rested. That's still pretty good. Okay, so let's head back out there. Actually, since we're here, it's a good opportunity for us to maybe just tidy some things up. I might actually leave a lot of our construction materials in here, because we do need to sort of come back to all of that later. Plant fibers, yeah, I guess I can hang on to that for a little bit. Throw this maybe in here. Great. Foods. Do we have foods? Chamomile tea, I only have one of, which is a bit of a problem. I would like to have some more chamomile tea. There's a whole bunch of other recipes that we've unlocked, but I haven't exactly tried out just yet. We need more water and actual chamomile, so I think we have some at home, but maybe I'll sort that out a little bit later. Let's have a bit of an adventure, shall we? Yeah, those check marks are really, really good, because like it was hard to actually tell before whether or not you've done certain things, including like looking for these obelisks, for example. So sometimes you wouldn't really realize whether or not you needed to go to an obelisk that you hadn't visited before. Anyway, let's make our way. And yeah, maybe we should like eat stuff. We'll have that, and we'll have this as well. Hang on, is this tagged as a waypoint yet? Yes, it is. Sorry, I'm looking at the exclamation mark. The almanac, yeah. I know that I'm still looking for that as well. Alright, let's actually go in the right direction. That should help. These guys are still following us, I think. They shouldn't be able to reach us from here. Alright. Whatever it is in the shroud. Perhaps maybe it's another shroud route to try and cut down. We do have lava, so gotta be a little bit careful here. Grind Teeth Grotto. Maybe that's what we're looking for? Yeah. Basically, it's a cave. Is there anything in this cave, though? Perhaps maybe this will be... Ah, yeah, there it is. I was gonna say, maybe it's another shroud route. Definitely on the money. Any bosses to deal with? It doesn't look like it. Let's deal with this. And this one as well. Ow. Alright, peace and quiet. Good times. Let's cut this down and... yeah, I think we're done with this area. And I would almost suggest that we might also be done with this episode as well. I think it was pretty productive, actually. Managed to sort of figure things out with the farm. I'm really happy about that. That's really what sort of kept me away from the game for a little bit, because I wasn't really entirely sure what I wanted to do or how to achieve what I wanted to do. Climb up there. Might be something here. A Riptide, level 11 block. I have no idea if that's any good or not. Suppose I should just have a quick look. No, we've got 14 block on this, so thanks but no thanks. Let's delete that. You know, one thing that would be nice, and I'm not entirely sure if this is just something that we haven't unlocked yet, but it would be nice if there's a way to display you know, pieces of equipment that you've either crafted or found. That way you could essentially sort of decorate your spaces with said items. You know, maybe even like decorate armor sets and stuff. Maybe it is planned at some point in the game, but for now I don't think that's available. Anyway, let's head back to Wistful Fields, and I think we might call it there. I'm not entirely sure if this episode will go for an hour or not, because we are sort of... Oh, actually, this is not the right spot. We aren't, you know, speeding through some of the footage. I'm just trying to remember where we got up to when we were exploring last time. So we're actually near a shroud route over this side. Bounty Barn. Yeah, I guess if we're going to do some more exploration, we're probably going to continue from there. And yeah, in the spirit of sort of mixing things up, we might do a full episode of exploration in the next one, rather than doing too much building, because I feel like we've been doing, you know, a lot of building, a lot of farming and stuff like that in the last few episodes. So things are coming along here. Still waiting for stuff to mature, obviously, but I'm sure it'll happen sooner rather than later. But for now, this is where we'll leave it. Thanks for watching, guys, as usual. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.